Hello everybody, it's me again, Yuha Prime, back with another video. Today we're gonna cover the topic of iconic. Which iconics are actually beneficial for field players and which iconics are basically beneficial to garrison leaders. But most of us are actually field players. And a lot of you are more interested to know that what you're gonna run on the field and how many you need to spend on that iconic levels, sort of to improve every march and not just stuck in one march. It's important to actually see and read the iconics and actually understand how they really impact your field experience or garrison experience. I would say that garrison and rail leads need to max everything to 5, but maybe in some cases that's not the case. Like you can really be a meta garrison leader even if you don't have everything to level 5, and I will get into that pretty fast. So first we're gonna start with infantry. Since I'm an infantry nerd, I have to start with infantry, and so that I can give so that sort of infantry. Probably we're gonna cover up archers next, cavalry, and afterwards in the end leadership. Even though not a lot of players have leadership gear, but we're gonna cover that as well. So let's start. This is gonna be a long video, so I'm gonna put some some titles where I'm talking for infantry, archers. So whenever you are interested in your main troop type, I think everybody wants to know. I mean, everything is the same, so it's not too much of a difference. Maybe in leadership that changes, and in siege marches, because that's probably going to be a thing in 2025 with the new civilization coming on, and that's a really great upgrade for, and that's what the siege players are actually waiting for, so that now they can invest in siege without worrying about, because they're going to have a civilization that's going to buff them. They're going to have a more intense sort of sorry, I had to stop the recording. Now we are going into actually see which sort of equipment set you need to focus first. Of course, the main one that you want to upgrade first are the helm, which gives you 3% defense, 1% health. The case can change because you'll get a 0.5% if you max, and I think here another 1%, I guess. So 4% defense if you have crit. Sort of, but is this shattering strike worth? Because it's a lot of materials. Whenever the wielder's troops launches a basic attack, it has a 10% chance to increase the next skill damage, smite damage it deals by 5%, cooldown of 5 seconds. This is important. The chances that you get this sort of I say it's like a type of inscription, it's literally an inscription, like a normal inscription. This is very good, but I mean, for a field player that's on the murder ball, you're gonna be for example, running around like this and go back and forth, and really what's important here is just rage. When you are in big balls, the better, in big murder balls, the better thing that's gonna make you more efficient and gonna get you more KP is rage. So everything that gives rage is actually important, and the chances that you get the 10% proc on this scenario, it's very low, and it's almost low to get it because you really want that proc when your like first skill hits. Like for example, direct damage, and you get that 5% increase, and you do more damage, right? You get that proc on the field immediately. But chances when you move back and forth and so on is very low, and it's it's quite uh, it's quite not really beneficial in the sense of murder balls, and depends what you are on the field. It doesn't really gives you a lot of stats, like really raw stats, I will call them, like the equipment stats, that you get 50 90.5%, for example. You get like 4%, 2% health, and those are like raw stats that will count even when you get like attacked, because it will like it's already used, like you are fighting with the stat, but this is like something that procs, and it has a 5 seconds cooldown, so it's not really that amazing on the open field. And I would say that the fourth is quite good. I would say here the fourth as well is quite good. Here, damage to rally the army's garrison. If you are an open field player, you don't do that because you don't rally and garrison, dude. So what you need to do is just make it to level 3 and Vengeful Strike. Whenever the Wither troops is hit with a basic attack, blah 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 blah, it has a 10% chance to get a 5% counter damage account. Trash. Counter attack damage, not that important. It's only important for rally lead and garrison lead, because counter attack damage and this type of procs really have a bigger chance to proc when you are sustainable and your durability is extend your time, because the rally is gonna last for like 20 or 10 minutes. A garrison will last 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and you will get the full benefits from those investments, right? And that's what I'm trying to learn you guys. Also, for field, this is pretty good, and it's very cheap. So for field, it's pretty good to get march speed stats. So I would consider putting this to level 5, but not a priority. I'd say the main priority is to get these two to level 4, because they give you damage on the map, and everything that's on the map, even the rally, gets this bonus because it's on the map. But only the garrison leader, which is a bit unfair, will not get this buff, and I see it as very wrong in this sense. But I guess they had to get something that hook even field players up, And about the legs, about the boots, I would say it's pretty nice, and I think it's a priority to put at 5 if you are a field player. It's very nice. It's going to benefit you more. It's cheaper. You need the march speed in every march, even in cavalry units. If they are fast, you want them faster. Sometimes it goes wrong, because if they are too fast, they just go into the ball, in the enemy ball, and you just get wrecked. So, but that's more likely how efficient you are with drag and drops, and how your ability to fight is on the field, so sort of there's that. On the contrary, accessories, I would say accessories are sort of an upgrade to level 3. So I wouldn't consider going for level 5 unless I don't think that's a good idea. But if you are not a rally lead, garrison lead, level 3 on all your accessories is more than enough to get you the benefits on the field. And also the legs, same thing here, level 4, because you get damage on the troops, and that just benefits you. And enemy health ignored is very good. Unit capacity is also good on the field, because that's a stat. Because the more troops you have, the more durability you have, the more you will live longer, and you will be much more stronger. Because on March, let me tell you that, because I was in previous KVK, and I was fighting a player who had like 80 million power, and I really went in on the last KVK, and I killed a lot of my T5 troops, as I do in every KVK. So pretty much that player didn't have a lot of deaths. So that player had like full T5 marches, 355. She was running a 50% boost. Normally I got wrecked because I was only having 2 marches with 300k, and they were like mixed T5s, T4s. So literally the T4 stats to the T5 stats are the T5 stats will win because they are higher, and in a 1-1 situation it was very dumb of me to jump there and fight that person. Even though my tech was better, I just didn't have the right amount of troops, and also the right amount of T5 troops, which is very important to put on video, because it really matters. Unit capacity matters. It's not like a bad thing. Even on the field, you will have an edge on the enemy. That's why a lot of players aim to get VIP 18, because it's a lot of capacity, it's a lot of march speed, and it's very good. Same thing I would say even for Cavs. It's basically, but what changes on Cavs is that the only thing that changes is that you get damage on the troops, right? So I don't know if the Ash of the Dome, yeah, in Cavs, Cavs are just let's go to the Cavs, right? So you get damage on troops here. You get damage on troops here. Oh, you get damage here too. Oh, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. I didn't know that. And you get damage here. Oh my god. The Cav, being a Cav main, bro, it's crazy. Look at that. Like, you need to, it's a must-have to like put all this to like level 4. You'll get like everything here needs to be to level 5. I mean, I would say level 4 here, or keep it, and then just like put like a priority on others. But here it's like level 4. Why? I actually explained why this 10% proc is not really that viable. But if you have everything sorted out, if you are like a mega whale, giga chad that just has a ton of mats and just has his marches, like pretty much you can afford to like spend for this stuff. And even if you do and you like neglect other marches, you are doing because you are a rally leader and you really need the fifth iconic cheer, which is very important, because it will proc. It's 100% guaranteed that it will proc when you are in Garrison, whenever you are in Garrison, whenever you are in a rally, because the rally is gonna last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so it's gonna proc somewhere, and you're gonna get the benefits of it. Hopefully it procs in the same moment, in sort of the same moment that just like your active skills, because that's where you want things to get proc. At least the ones that boost your damage, then the ones that you just lower your damage, you want them to proc every time. I would say level 4, level 4, level 4. I would go for level 4 here and then level 5 here, and the same thing, level 3. Yep, that's like pretty much it to get yourself very good in the field position, I would say. And for archers, now archers, I think they are the same as, let me go here. I think they are the same as, yep, damage on troops on the map, same thing as infantry. Yep, 100%, not the same thing, because nobody like runs this Dragon's Breath like full set. Nobody runs it these days. But yeah, sort of, even if you have like the leadership legs, you want the level 4, because you get damaged troops on the map, and that really benefits your march overall. Same thing, I would say just skip this chest, for example, because it gives damage to rally garrison armies. And same things with boots. You want boots level 5, you want this level 4, maybe go for level 5 when you have other things sorted out. Yeah, I mean, it's not really that hard to put your own thoughts in it. I think for siege players, I would say, I think for siege players, level 5th is pretty good. At least the ones that really give you boosting damage, because you want that to proc. I mean, Willy 10% to reduce next skill damage it takes, not really important. 10% march speed, not really important. It has a 10% to gain a 5. So this is pretty good. Counter attack damage, but I mean, this is only when you get swarmed. Shattering strike, maybe that's the better one. Yep. I would go for level 5th on Fires Wolf helmet, I guess. Fires Wolf, this is how you pronounce that? Yeah, pretty good. You want the rage, the skill damage dealt by 5%. This is a good proc, for example, for siege players, because they will live longer on the field, and there is a chance that that thing will proc, and you will get the benefit from it. You understand? If you are moving the march on the field and you are in a note 1v1 situation, like for example, if me and this barb just like go toe to toe, and it's just us, for example, um, and there's no other person around, it will proc. That's going to be beneficial in a 1v1 situation. Those procs going to be very beneficial, and you will win. But if you are a lot of barbs here, a lot of you guys here, and you just go back and forth and back and forth, there is a chance that you might even lose your rage. So I don't think that's so important. I mean, in big murder bolts, you just want rage these days. You just want rage in big murder bolts. That's like the way that it goes. And sort of who like launches his first skill fasters and second skill fasters, if you have a second AoE march, which everybody has. I run Skippy Liu, and that was a bomb march. I made a lot of kills. I would recommend watching my video, 50 million kills on Liu Che. Liu Che is still the best commander, I would say, on the infantry, and will be for like maybe next 2 years as well. I don't think that will change. I don't think we'll get such a beast like Liu Che. Maybe something that makes him better, but he's better even now, and I don't think that something crazy will come for infantry. But I have high feelings that Cavs will get a lot. Cavs will get the combo attack, and it will be crazy for them. I'm also investing on. I'm not investing, but I'm preparing slowly for this new combo, and I think this is pretty good. I just can put like an inscription from the from like the stuff. What's this called? From the KVK, if you win KVKs, and you can put that there, log the 1.8%, get more better stats. Here the stats are amazing. I wish we had stuff like that. Also there I can, if everything goes good, I can also log this 1.5% and go to transmute it and get a better stat. But that depends on if Cavs will be a thing or not. So I'm slowly preparing in a free-to-play way, months ahead. I put it on here, and I got all that by luck, pretty much. So yeah, thank you very much. If you have any question, I will make this iconics and would suggest a website in the description section, and so that you can actually try and compare which build is better. But I think you understand the field explanation here, that why in some situations you will not get the proc, and why in some situations that proc doesn't even matter. Like, only procs that matter to me, honestly, are probably the procs that are give boost to damage, but that becomes useless if you don't get it in the same time that you are running an active skill, either in the second or first commander, because that's where you want the boost in damage to come, because you will do more damage pretty much. And sort of the way that it goes, the meta, of course, requires you to get level 5 for Garrison leaders, and that's very important overall. I think, yeah, there's that. If you have any questions, let me know. Shoot me a comment or ask me on Facebook or anywhere that you can find me, even in Discord, by the way. But I don't have a Discord group, so yeah, there's that. I just am available in YouTube, but I can like reach you out if you need any advice or sort of that kind. Okay, peace out and see you on the next video.